Hello YouTube, it's Rob, Maxwells Grass Cutting Services. I hope everybody's well and having a great day. Today I want to talk about the cancellations. I've had a few and we've been really lucky in the northeast. I know colleagues down south are, it's desperate. The fields and the grass is just turned to dust. Where in the north, Newcastle, it's not been like that. We've had showers the last 2 weeks, so really dry, really hot, coupled with the warm summer. I've had numerous people saying, Rob, I don't think the lawn needs cutting, which is fair enough, fine. So how am I going to deal with it? Well, simple thing is, I'm going to take a week off next week, and then just my weekly customers will go back 1 week, and the fortnightly will go back a week as well. So, it's just 1 week. So if I'm working this week, the next visit will be in 3 weeks' time for a fortnightly, and that's the way I've sort of got my head around it, because I was planning on going away on holiday probably early September. Just brought it forward, and we have to be like that, don't we, when we're self-employed? Yeah, you've got to be flexible, and it's dead easy to get annoyed with your customers, isn't it? But people are struggling, people are finding it hard, and if they can save a little bit here and a bit there, well, so be it. Historically, I'd have probably got cross with that and annoyed, but I'm not. I'm trying to be as understanding as I can, and I plan to take a week off anyway, so just bring it forward, and then that should deal with it, because the northeast, we've had, the irony is, we've had quite a lot of rain today, and it's been that fine rain. So it's having the effect on the ground. I know down south the ground is that hard that the water just runs off. We're not as bad up here, and we have to be grateful for that. But the long range weather forecast is for lots of rain in the northeast over the next few weeks. So hopefully 1 week off, and then it'll be back to normal, and try and get a good run in up until the end of the season. And if we do start getting this warm weather, the season, it normally finishes about mid-November for the grass cutting. That might go on to a little bit longer, until the end of November, and then the leaf clearance will take us up till Christmas. But I'm comfortable with it, and it's a decision I thought I would make. Will I lose a few quid? Probably not, because I was going to take a week off anyway. And I don't know about you, and I know this won't apply to people down south, but you get to this stage of the season and you need a break, don't you? You just, I don't know. I love mowing lawns and I love doing the gardening, but by the certain days on a period of time of year, you just say, well, I can't wait to the end of the season. And it's about now, so that I think that week will do me the world of good, just to recharge the batteries. I might do a little bit of bookkeeping and get on top of things, servicing the mowers, changing a bit of oil, etc., and just recharge the batteries and try and get forward. I might even put a couple of videos out, because I've got some footage on me me GoPro that needs editing, and get that out and see how that goes. But yeah, so it's going to be a week off, and hopefully that'll put all the cancellations to bed by then, because hopefully with the rain we are going to get, hopefully the green gold will be growing and it'll be back to normal, and we can just crack on until the end of the season. It's been a tough year, hasn't it? I think, like I said on my last video about the cost of living crisis, and with the hot weather, it's not been easy, has it? It's been a challenge. But thank you to everybody who commented on that last video, how we deal with climate change. Some wonderful comments from some extremely experienced gardeners who have obviously been around a long time, and I enjoy reading them, and I learned a lot from them, and other people have read them and they've sent me messages saying how much they enjoy reading the comments, so thanks very much. Now, I know from the last video there was a bit of a spam attack on people's comments, and it said something like, it had a photograph of me as if it was me from my account, and it had a load of numbers, and it made you think it was sort of like a spam attack, I think is the word, a virus. And then it had underneath, if you don't want any more of these, please unsubscribe to the channel. Well, I've got a friend who's a bit of a computer genius, bit of a geek, lovely fella though, computer programmer, writer and fixer, and I let him have a look at it, and he came up with his thoughts were somebody has created a false account on YouTube and then put my face on the photograph, and then they've come up with this message and they've sent it to everybody just to try and be nasty and spiteful, hoping that people will unsubscribe. So I do apologise. I emailed YouTube and let them know. I got a generic email back, which was nice. I deleted every one of the comments and reported it as spam, and fingers crossed it won't happen again. But my pal, he says he might be able to do a bit of investigation work and find out who the culprit was and where they're from. So that would be nice, wouldn't it, if that happens? Maybe do a video of me driving down and knocking on the door and saying, hello, I think we need to have a chat. But anyway, I'm sorry you got them. And I know Jeff, my pal from Australia, was a bit concerned about it. He didn't understand it, and I didn't at first. But it's just, what sort of world do we live in where we've got people who are so jealous and so nasty? And it's sad, isn't it? I think these people need help, I really do. But fingers crossed it won't happen again. And hopefully my pal can come up with a person who it is, a name or an area, so we can sort of nail it down to who's been stupid and who's been nasty and jealous. But we don't let them get to us on this channel, because this is a positive channel. It's not all about gloom and doom and negativity. It's about trying to help one another, trying to move forward, especially during this difficult time. And I tell you what, I've had a hell of a day today. Because I've had a couple of cancellations, I finished my sort of garden maintenance earlier, and I thought I'll get a tip running, right? So the van's loaded. I've been down to Chester Street. I gets there and they're not taking green waste. Their machine's broken, so they can't process it, and apparently it's 3 weeks to get the parts from Germany. So now I've got to go back, unload the green waste, and then I'll just store it for until I can get it offloaded at this place, or there's another place up at Chockwell. I'll try and get there either later this week or next week. But you have to smile when things like that happen, don't you? That's an hour. The A1 was chocker to get here, so I sat in the A1 for ages. And then I get there and I thought, oh, this is quiet, fantastic, straight in, That's quiet for a reason, Bobby. It's because they're not taking it. I thought, oh, God's sake. But there we go. These things are sent to testers. We just have to keep smiling and moving forward. So there we go. So that's me for today. Just a quick video to say thank you for all your support, especially the comments from the last video. It did cheer me up, and I'm confident that we're going to get through this recession. In fact, somebody says you don't use that word, so we're not going to use the R word on here. We're just going to continue moving forward and just keep working hard and try and get through it. And I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. And we're going to tighten our belt, yeah? No Greg sandwiches and no new kit unless it breaks down. But some people were very negative about that. They said you've got to spend. I'm not so sure. I like to not have a few, I'm not greedy, but I like to have a few quid in the bank, especially when things are going a bit silly. And just as a little bit of a keepsake for rainy day. But we're all different, aren't we? Anyway, that's me today. Take care. There'll be some gardening videos released very soon. Sorry for the stupid message everybody received. I do apologise, and I'm working on that. And I look forward to seeing you on the next time. But remember, keep smiling. Let's be positive. And when the green goes growing, keep mowing. All the best. Take care now.